And welcome back to 10 out of 10 Would Watch Again with Lorna and Us.
Hello.
It is the final week of spooky season, and we figured why not end it in a death match?
Versus.
So for this versus week, Ross has 2010's horror, I have 2000's horror.
Shite horror.
And we're going to see what decade comes out on top. So, before we start this, we're going to set some stipulations.
Set some stipulations, set some rules.
Shut up, you tart. It has to be original from the time period. No remakes, sequels, or reboots.
Or equals.
Or requels.
Or legacy sequels.
Or legacy sequels. One franchise per category. You're no having like Terrifier 3 and Slasher and Possession or whatever, right? None of that pish.
Okay.
It has to actually be relevant to the category. Ross, Mr. Dog Soldiers counts as a land mammal.
It is though.
And there was no dancing round the hussies to make it fit. If it doesn't fit, you're talking shite and you're out.
I had dog in the title.
No, lot of pish. I'm not having it again. This month we're doing it fair and square.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right. So our categories are slasher, haunted house, possession, found footage, and wild card.
Wild card, baby.
And in each category, we'll break down plot summary, box office, Metacritic, biggest actor, and best death.
Yep.
Are you ready to go?
I mean, I've already won, so I think we should just end here with me being champion.
You're just getting a bit cocky, my guy. You're getting too cocky for your own boots.
I'm 1-0 up already, it's fine.
Because you cheated.
No such thing.
So we'll start off with a wee summary of the time period. I'll go first because I'm 2000s and you can swiftly follow, right?
Okay.
So in the 2000s, it was more teen angled horror, more kind of popcorn Friday night flicks. Like it was a lot, I don't want to say trashier, but trashier. Do you know what I mean?
It was, yeah.
Like there was boobs and butts flying about everywhere. Do you know what I mean? And everything was so stereotypical. Like you just had to look at a movie poster in the 2000s to know, right, she dies, they win, da 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 da. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was also the decade where found footage really kicked off, along with the more divisive torture porn era, movies like Hostel, Saw, Human Centipede, that kind of malarkey. Also that was big in the time was a lot of horror remakes that obviously, as I said in stipulations, are not included in any of my categories.
Yeah, half of your choices are pretty much defunct because of this.
Yeah, we had the Texas Chainsaw remake, the Omen remake, Wrong Turn, The Ring, The Grudge, House Have Eyes. A lot of it was really shit remakes.
Yeah.
Although Wrong Turn I stand by. Also, horror comedies and parodies were super huge around about this time. Shaun of the Dead, Scary Movies, The Cottage, Black Sheep, that kind of thing. So it was kind of like a weird mix. Like, I was kind of looking into more of like a summary, but then they were getting into like post 9/11 like reasons of why movies were different. And I was like, I'm going to leave it at just general, do you know what I mean?
I think it was just because they're cheap to make, isn't it? So you can make, just pump out as much stuff as you want.
Yeah, that's true. I basically, 2000s were just a really weird time in movies in general.
Yeah.
And when we did the coin toss, I was like, yes, 2000s horror, the nostalgia. And then as I kept looking, I was like, oh shit. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I remember the time period better than what it actually was. Do you know what I mean? So I've picked the best that I can pick, but this isn't me admitting defeat. This is just me saying that I had a lot of shit to sift through before I got to the good stuff. Do you know what I mean? Right, Ross, hit us with 2010s.
So in the 2010s, horror cinema was more characterised by, this was when you're starting to get the shift into the elevated horror.
Yeah.
The thinking man's horror. That's why I thrive in the 2010s.
Oh, aye, so it is.
The thinking man. Focusing less on cheap thrills and jump scares. They tried to add more character backstory and more psychological elements like trauma and social anxieties, because the 2010s onwards has been a dumpster fire.
Yeah, basically, yeah. See, I left all that stuff out about post 9/11. Now I'm like, fuck, I should have added that in. You sound so much smarter than me.
And since they turned on that Hadron Collider, I'm telling you.
Shut up, you tart. I love that my summary of the 2000s is just blonde and big boobs, have sex, will die. And you're like, oh, it's hitting on trauma and me.
I mean, the 2000s were just that, though.
100%. Sorry, carry on.
Like, during the 70s and 80s, like, was like a political thing, horror.
Yeah.
When I feel we kind of went back to that in the 2010s.
Yes.
With directors such as Jordan Peele.
Yes.
And Ari Aster, Ari Aster not so much political in the 2010s, but he dealt with more like family themes and like themes you wouldn't really associate with horror, given that the shocker that was the 2000s.
Yes.
You're beating.
No, I know. I'm kind of sitting here like, oh.
So as I said, there was a notable rise in like auteur-driven filmmaking, prioritizing mood, complex character studies, and atmospheric dread. Oh, I'm good, aren't I?
Ross, why now? This late into our marriage and on the internet, are you trying to get fucking smart? Why is the intelligence ripping at you the new? Whereas I'm like,
I'm not here to fuck about, I'm here to win. But also within like the 2010s, as you said, with like found footage and like supernatural stuff, that still remained very strong. And generally, numerous successful low budget franchises kind of were still focusing on like hauntings and supernatural stuff. I believe with the more like elevated stuff, it's made horror more critically respected, and it's kind of like made it more diverse, which is obviously why 2010s is better.
I feel like with 2010s horror, we are kind of going back to the 70s way of like this movie as a horror movie, but it has something to say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I feel, especially for the 90s, like it kind of changed. It did turn into more like cinema popcorn stuff.
Yes, I think, the 2000s horror, I don't want to say dumbed down, but like there's a reason it was majority remakes in the 2000s. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's obviously more undercurrents of why this happened. Yeah. I'm just trying to stick to the film. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
As you say, like, even with 2000s, obviously, you touched on it about 9/11 and that.
Yep. But 9/11, recessions, all this kind of stuff. So, like, people are having in the 2000s, when it was post 9/11 and recessions and all this kind of stuff, movies are kind of more driven to popcorn things as like a kind of feel good thing. Yeah. Like, and you're going to horror movies to, yes, some of the horror movies had things to say, but it was mostly like, jump, nip your bird, leave. Do you know what I mean? People needed like uplifting, whereas in the 2010s that we're living in, as you said, dumpster fire, and movies are like, let's make you feel worse.
Yeah. So, even you say about the recession, was that 2008?
Yes.
That would have leaked into the 2010s because that wasn't just a year job. That's been a continuous thing up until now.
Absolutely.
So I've kind of stole elements of your decade, and it's also like helped my decade. So I'm sorry, just it has to be done. Don't take points off me for that.
Aye, fair enough. Right. Round 1. So for slasher, I have American Psycho.
Oh.
I know, right? So, plot summary. Wall Street Skyver gives in his urges and terrorizes the streets of New York, going on mass killing sprees. Or does he? Dun dun dun.
Ah, you cunt.
So, box office was 34,268,440.
Fuck's sake, we're doing pounds and dollars and pennies in that.
Don't fucking threaten me with a good time. Metacritic score of 64. Biggest actor is fucking Christian Bale, isn't it? You can have Willem Dafoe if you want him, but it's fucking Christian Bale. Do you know what I mean? Christian Bale in this house is a legend and an icon.
Oh, aye.
Best death, I'm giving to Jared Leto, purely because anytime he suffers in a movie, it is music to my ears. And also, that is the most iconic part of the movie. Like, people dress up as Patrick Bateman for Halloween, and it's always in the raincoat with the axe, with Hip to Be Square in the background.
Aye, Lon, the most iconic part of the movie. It's one of the most iconic parts in film.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
ah,
So, what was that about you winning? Do you know, my runner-up for if I wasn't going with American Psycho, I was going to go with, do you remember that movie Creep? The one, not the documentary, the one
and the
on the
train.
London Underground. I was going to go with that, or I was going to go with Saw, but the more I looked into Saw, I was like, that's not a slasher, that's like a psychological
Oh
thing.
no, you've picked well because Creep's not really a slasher either.
Yeah,
Like that's more of a monster type weird thing.
yeah. I didn't know if you were going to fight me on the fact that American Psycho is a slasher, but he literally, like, he tries to feed a kitten to an ATM. How much more monstrous can you get?
I don't think it's a slasher. I think it's just a guy going on a murderous rampage.
He fucking batters Jared Leto with an axe. How much more slasher do you want? There's like heads in his fridge. He's like throwing chainsaws at women. Like, even
you know what? No, see, just for that line alone, like, no, it's a
do you know what I mean?
Fucking throwing chainsaws at women.
How much more slasher do you want to get? And this is before we even get into the shit with the coat hangers, the stuff with the rats. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, ugh. Like, this movie is fucking great, but it's so fucked up. And they're threatening a remake with Austin Butler,
Yeah,
not
no,
on my fucking watch. But also, they're saying that the remake's going to be more book accurate. I've read the book a couple of times, man. Like, the book is fucked up. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's like, oh, the book's got too many bits about Phil Collins. Yeah, after that, you've got him going into, like, fucking Sears and, like, shooting the place up and all that. Putting rats into women and all that. No.
I'm going to give you this one through gritted teeth.
Right? No. Before you say that, try and beat American Psycho, Ross. Go.
No, I'm still on the point here.
Right.
What do you think contributes a slasher film?
Some form of death through knife, axe, chainsaw, stuff like that, where you actually have to slash the victim, right? It's got to involve loads of blood, loads of screaming women, some chase scenes, which, if you look at all of the above, are all in American Psycho. And I am not dancing around the houses trying to make this movie fit. It fucking fits.
So, could you argue that Scream and American Psycho are the same genre of film?
I would say so, but the only thing with that is American Psycho has kind of been adopted by, like, the film bros to be this, like, high art intellectual movie, which in some readings you can have it as that. But to me, a slasher is like mass murdering sprees, which are both in Scream and in American Psycho. Scream, he wears a mask and has a knife. American Psycho, he literally says at the start of the movie, "This is my mask." There is
everybody.
Sorry, what? No, I'm not. I don't need to try when it fits. He literally says at the start of the movie, this is my mask. There is no real Patrick Bateman. Then proceeds to go about stabbing fuck out everybody with knives, chainsaws, axes, hangers. Get it up, you Ross. I'm not trying. It fits.
You know, I'll just give it because I can't.
Aye, look at you. You can't even argue with me because I'm fucking right.
I can argue with you.
No, you are not turning this into a fucking... No, it fits. It hits every fucking category. And
you're shoehorning them in.
And if you go on IMDb and look up American Psycho, it says slasher underneath it. Ew. I feel like you're delaying because you know your choice is shit.
Oh, no. I 100% am arguing this because you've got me beat.
So, hit me with it.
No. If you put American Psycho against 95% of movies, it's going to win. Get the fuck.
So, stop.
No. Let me talk. Let me talk.
No.
It's only fair.
No. We can't be... No.
Let me talk.
We can't be having full domestics round one.
We fucking can and we are. I am fucking psyched. So, Halloween.
Yep.
Scream.
Yep.
Even Freddy, like Nightmare on Elm Street and that, right? The main characters, or is that just the monsters, the slashers, is them going about killing people? but you don't follow them. You don't see them.
I mean, in Scream, you follow about Billy and Stu, don't you? They're part of the fucking friend group.
Yes,
and
that
there's
is long before.
No. There's a fucking list of movies that follow about the murderer as the main character, the slasher as the main character. I think Scream comes under that because you spend most of the movie with Stu and Billy before you even find out that they're Ghostface.
You don't. You
All
follow
right
Neve
now.
Campbell about more.
All right
you
now.
follow Jamie Lee Curtis about.
All right now.
You know what? I'll give you. We'll let the viewers decide this one, but I don't think it's a slasher.
I am smelling defeat from you because you know I've got you beat.
You've got me beat.
Right? Listeners, do you hear the sore loser in Ross before he's even started?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
What does the 2010s have to offer?
Right. This one, I'll hate to see you argue it, but I know you will, is Terrifier.
Oh, come on! Oh, right, okay.
So, Terrifier is a 2016 slasher film. Probably a B/A movie.
Mm-hmm.
You get that vibe. If you've seen it, you'll know what I mean. Directed by Damien Leone, icon. For people who don't know, it is about Art the Clown, the slasher, who stalks two ladies coming home from a party and fucks them up in gruesome ways.
Oh, it's so grim.
Now, if you can tell me that The Terrifier and American Psycho are the same genre of film, I'll fucking eat this microphone on TikTok. Now, start-wise, listeners, I think she's gave up, right? I've won. It's not a fucking slasher. He happens to be... we don't even know he's a serial killer. We don't know he's a killer because it's not confirmed if he done it.
You're really pissing me off now,
Right.
Ross. You're really pissing me
No.
off. And it's round one.
Yeah, start-wise, you can't compete with American Psycho. It had a box office of $420,000. To be fair, it wasn't released. It was on streaming, right? A Metacritic score of 61, which is very close to American
100%.
Psycho. I thought American Psycho would be higher. And the biggest actor is obviously David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown.
Man.
He's your slasher guy now, do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Like, Art the Clown is everywhere in pop culture. And the best death is a woman getting sawed in half. So,
Yeah.
chainsaws are kind of in both. I'll give you
Right?
that.
Chainsaws are in both. Knives are in both. Axes are in both.
Not a slasher, but right. We can't argue it. American Psycho wins.
Thank you. Ding, ding, ding. 1 point to me.
Fucking... you've came out the traps like a fucking shiter.
No, Huffney.
Yeah.
No, actual Huffney. Ross, if you managed to try and argue that dog soldiers was a land mammal, one of the stipulations was to not go round the houses. I didn't go round the houses. I laid out the fucking facts of the movie and the facts of what the internet fucking said, and the internet confirmed. And also, I asked several movie-themed people, would you class...
Is this about 1001 or something?
Would you class American Psycho as a slasher? Every cunt agreed with me. Therefore, get up, you. I've won next round.
Right. See, tonight, we're going to watch Terrifier, Halloween, then American Psycho.
Okay.
You tell me if they're the same genre of fucking movie.
No problem. I'm very happy to do that.
You've not went round the houses. You went round the Bastard block and fucking... Oh, my God. You know what? Fuck off.
Oh, the bitterness tastes sweet in my mouth. Right, round 2, Haunted House.
Right, so my haunted house one is The Conjuring.
Okay.
Now, for people who don't know,
We literally did an episode on it like 2 weeks
go
ago.
back 2 weeks and you'll know everything about The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I wrote my answers to this basically week 1 because I was psyched because I knew I was going to win.
Aye.
And I haven't cheated. Never did. Dog soldiers, dogs walk on land, animals. There we go. So, for people who didn't listen, why do you not fucking listen to the episode? But
That's
fine.
pure rude, mate. That's pure rude.
Yep. 2013 supernatural horror film directed by James Wan about the Perron family who move into an old farmhouse and are terrorised by a powerful demonic presence. What else do you need to know about the movie?
Aye.
As I say, go back 2 weeks. The box office of 319 million. Oh, she's cringing. Yes!
Oh, you've got me beat. Aye.
A Metacritic score of 68. The biggest actor, I mean, take your pick. Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga. Take your pick. And the best death, no deaths except the dog. So,
Poor man out.
aye.
Poor man
He was
out.
a real one.
Poor man out for Sadie.
What's yours then?
No, you've got me beat. This category was actually really hard in the early 2000s to pick for that wasn't a remake or one that I'm not including in a later category. Like all of the ones for this didn't really do well unless they were remakes. Do you know what I mean? Because there was one I was going to pick, which is a movie that you and me loved, and then the more I was thinking about it, the more I was like, we haven't actually watched that movie for years. It might be shite. The movie I have picked is shite, but I'll beat you on Metacritic and Biggest Actor.
Okay.
So the movie I've picked is The Others, starring Nicole Kidman. Basically, the plot summary is Nicole Kidman and her kids think they're living in a haunted house post World War II, but spoiler alert, they are the ghosts haunting the house. Now, the movie's not great. The movie's shite, right? I'm not even defending it, right?
Wrap this one up, guys. Come on.
This is a quick one. Box office 17 million. Metacritic score 74.
Really?
Yeah. Biggest actor, clearly Nicole Kidman, and I will fight you that Nicole Kidman beats Patrick Wilson. Best death, there aren't any because all the deaths happen off screen.
Yeah, they're already dead.
So you win because obviously The Conjuring is overall just a better fucking movie. But I thought I would throw this in just to be like, this is kind of because the other one I was going to pick was Session 9. Do you remember Session 9 with David Caruso and Peter Mullen and all that, and they go into a haunted asylum.
Yeah, they're the asbestos cleaners.
Yeah. So
That's a very good movie.
Yeah. But the more I was looking into it, it's not really that the asylum's haunted. It's because he keeps playing the tapes. Do you know what I mean? Like, it felt a bit shifty. And a lot of the other haunted house ones were remakes of 70s and 80s movies. So this was kind of my other option.
I think I know what I would have went for, but...
Session 9.
No. I'm not going to say just in case you've got it in
I'll go.
another one. I would have gave you Session 9 more than American Psycho. Just saying.
Listen, you're fighting me because you know I'm right. Whereas this one, I am conceding early. Like, you get The Conjuring because The Others isn't very good.
Well, technically, I mean, I've beat you in box office and the movie being better, but if you want to argue Nicole Kidman's bigger than Patrick Wilson...
I will never argue against Patrick Wilson. Like, Nicole Kidman, icon, legend, star, but it's Patrick Wilson, isn't it? Like, who else is singing with Ghost for the Insidious soundtrack?
I mean, when did The Others come out?
The Others came out in 2001.
Yeah, I mean, you could have argued Patrick Wilson 2001, but not now.
Yeah.
Like, I've got you beat there. So,
one each.
do we need a discussion? Aye, one each.
One each.
Right, cool. We're now heading into possession, round 3. Floor's yours.
Right. You're going to fight me on this, and I know you're going to fight me on this, but it literally says in the plot summary that it's a possession movie, and as soon as I name the movie, you're going to be like, I understand why you picked that. So I'm going with Jennifer's Body, right? Plot summary, motherfucker. A girl is abducted by an indie pop band fronted by Adam Brody, who was the heartthrob of the early 2000s. She is sacrificed as a virgin for their success. Plot twist, she wasn't a virgin and is possessed by a succubus and eats all the local boys.
Ah, well, aye, fair enough.
Because there was one that I was going to pick, but I want us to do a full episode on it, so I'm sticking with Jennifer's Body.
All right, okay.
Box office, 31,558,416. Metacritic, 47, which is a fucking robbery because this movie, it was class at the time, it's class now. I'm sick of people saying, oh, it's a cult classic. No, it's a fucking banger. This movie's great. Biggest actor, if we're going with the early 2000s, we're going Megan Fox. No one was bigger than Megan Fox in the early 2000s. But if we're going legacy successful, I'm going Amanda Seyfried. She's stayed on the up and up. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's kind of bounced from franchise to franchise.
Yeah, no, I get you. I think in terms of star power, though,
Megan Fox,
aye. Yeah, that's a good shout, Megan Fox.
Especially in the 2000s. Like, you couldn't find me a poster she wasn't on. Do you know what I mean? Transformers and all that. And best death, poor man out for a recalling. Oh, just poor man out. He was the emo boy of everyone's dreams back in the day. Now, I am prepared for you to fight me on this, but you're not winning.
Oh, I've won this one anyway.
Do you think so?
Yeah, all I need to say is one word and you're beat.
Go.
Hereditary.
Bastard! You fucker! You motherfucker!
Yeah, that's why I didn't argue it that much, because I was like, no, my movie's better than that.
Oh my god, I thought you went silent because you were like, oh, she's won.
Yeah, no. So, yet again, listeners, this is another episode we have done.
Yeah, but this is also an episode where I listened back a few weeks ago and you sound fucking raging the entire episode. I don't know who's shouting your cornflakes that day.
Didn't have my coffee that day. I don't know.
Right, carry on.
So, for the people that don't listen to our podcast, bar this one for some reason, Hereditary is a 2018 psychological horror film written and directed by Ari Aster, who in the two movies that he done as horror is probably one of the best of the 2010's.
Yeah, because these other two have been a bit shifty.
Yeah, but they're not horror, but the two horrors he's done have been, like, they're known as, like, modern classics now.
Yeah.
So, psychological horror film about family who are tormented by a malevolent supernatural presence after the death of their grandmother.
Yeah.
As I say, you want more, listen to the episode. So, box office, 90 million. Okay? Metacritic score, 87. Biggest actor, Tony Collette.
Gabriel Byrne, like, take a fucking pick.
Tony Collette was robbed of an Oscar for this film.
100%.
Like, where that's just a given. Like,
yeah.
and the best death has got to be the decapitation of the little sister.
No, aye, but it's the bit when the head goes and you just see his face in the mirror of like, oh no.
Like, it's not a death you see, but it's like
you hear it.
Yeah, the overall like scene of that is just like it is so like it's harrowing.
100%.
So you seem like you want to argue me on something.
I mean, no, I don't want to argue with you because you're right and you've won this one. I just want to argue on behalf of Jennifer's body. Like, Jennifer's body is fucking great. Everything about Jennifer's body is great. The plot's great. Everyone's good in it. Like, Megan Fox is not a great actress, but fucking great.
Oh, she plays a part. My thing with Jennifer's body, I'm not as big as fan, but I can accept it as a good film.
The soundtrack's great. It's so of the time. Like, we went to see it. You and me and a group of our pals, we all went to see it, and yous were like, "No, it was pure shit," and I was like, "That was amazing."
Yeah, like the actors in it are solid. Like that Kyle Gallner, he's went on.
He's your man these days. He's like, if you needed that guy in horror movies, you fling him in.
Like I think he should have done more.
I agree.
Like I think he's a solid actor.
I agree, but not that he made a lot of shite in the early 2000s, but he made a lot of shite in the early 2000s.
I think he kind of got typecast in, but I think he's solid. Like anytime I've seen him and stuff, it's like he's good.
100%. I do think as well, Jennifer's Body is a very of the moment movie. Like,
oh yeah, like that movie's dated.
Yeah, like the soundtrack is like Paramore, Panic at the Disco, Cute is What We Aim For, that kind of thing. Soundtrack's fucking class, by the way. But I like, Hereditary. You get Hereditary. I'm not putting Jennifer's Body against Hereditary
because
I was going to be like, it's not a possession film, but it is because Payman possesses them. So yeah,
that's the whole fucking point of the movie.
Yeah,
is to get one of the to get the little girl possessed so they can become rich.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it a possession film? Fuck off.
I'm doing my best, but notice how I bow out gracefully, and I'm not a bitter bastard. Do you know what I mean? I will be in about 5 minutes, but
because mine is a possession film.
Yeah.
Like, right. You know what? I've won.
No, you're 2-1. We've still got 2 more categories to do. Okay. Round 4, found footage.
Right. I know what you've got. Like, she hasn't told me, but you'd be stupid not.
I think it's pretty obvious what I've got, but I'll be a gentleman and let you go first.
Not that it's my turn anyway, but cool.
On you go. Stop getting wide.
So, my found footage movie is Creep.
Good film.
It's a good movie, but it's Creep. So I know what you've got with it. You tell me, so I already know I've lost. But for people who don't know, Creep is about a videographer named Aaron answers a Craigslist ad from a man named Joseph who claims he's dying of a brain tumour and wants to make a video diary for his unborn son. Doesn't really give a lot away, the premise of this.
Yeah, just the wolf mask.
Yeah. Like, as the guy gets there and the day goes on, he sort of starts to realise that not all is what it seems.
Yeah.
There's no point me doing this.
No, on you
So,
go.
box office, not available. I couldn't get information on the box office for this. So, 0. I'll put 0.
That's so annoying because it's actually such a good film.
Now, my Metacritic score's 74.
Uh-huh.
So, can you maybe? Biggest actor is Mark Duplass, which I will argue he's like the indie guy.
Yeah.
And the best death is. Fuck off.
No. There's the one.
Yeah,
like
but it's.
Yeah.
It's a found footage death.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna let you finish, but I've basically got the fucking starter of the franchise. We're going Paranormal Activity, guys. Plot summary: Katie and Mika film their haunted house. So it could have been a haunted house as well, but I was being good. And begin basically a belter of a fucking franchise that scalped us about for absolute years of different ways to film a haunted house. Box office, just a measly $193,355,936.
You could have had a pound in it, would have beat me. I couldn't get info.
Metacritic is 68, so you have beat me on Metacritic, babe.
Oh.
Biggest actor. See, this is where I kind of fall as well, and you could also have me beat because the characters are named as the actors. It's kind of Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Like, so they're big because of Paranormal Activity, but I've never seen any of them in anything since, apart from Paranormal Activity 4, but that's coming into 2010's territory.
Yeah.
We're just going off the first one. Best death. Again, Mika's really the only one that dies.
Yeah, I mean, but to be on your side here for some reason, that is one of the most thingies of the 2000s.
That's the thing. Blair Witch walked so that Paranormal Activity could run, and Paranormal Activity ran until about fucking 2018. Do you know what I mean?
At the ground.
100%.
Aye.
Like, stick with the first 3 and possibly marked ones, but Paranormal Activity was in. Now, I know we're just talking about the first one right now, right? But even that was innovative at the time. Like, I remember the trailer coming out, and it was like, this test audience were shiting themselves, like, basically. And then every other Paranormal Activity kind of evolved on the shtick of how do we film this. So it went from a VCR in the corner of the room to security footage to a VCR on a fan so that it rotated around the room to using Xbox Connect to then using, I can't even remember what was in Ghost Dimension, but that one was shit. To marked ones was just using like iPhones and then like the game of Simon Says the thingies. And then there was the weird Amish one that was like a documentary, a fake documentary.
Right.
But Paranormal Activity really helped to innovate the found footage. Like, it bounced off Blair Witch and helped to push found footage even further.
Yeah, like that. Basically, redone it like a whole genre again.
100%.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue that.
So I'm going to say we're 2 for 2.
I mean...
Yes.
Did that beat you in Metacritic?
Ross.
My actor's bigger than yours, but you've won. Like,
Ross.
I can't argue. I need to argue it, Lauren.
At this point, you're just wasting time.
Well, who's your biggest actor? You didn't have one?
Yeah, because the actors are in the film, because it's a found footage film.
Right. Mark Duplass has been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. But one category does not beat my box office and the overall success of Paranormal Activity. Because if we're going off legacy, Creep 2 was shite. Aye, that's right. Sit the fuck down.
But then,
no,
there is a Shudder TV show. Nah, you've won.
Aye, exactly.
I can't. Look, I won two categories in this one, but I can't fucking say Creep's better than Paranormal Activity.
We're 2 for 2 now. It really all comes down to wild card.
Wow, card, baby.
And I may have you beat on wild card.
You fucking better. No, I'll go off my nut.
Right, round 5, the final one, wild card. I'll let you go first.
Let me go first. So my wild card is What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes.
Oh, do you know what's really upsetting? Is I'm going to beat you, and I love What We Do in the Shadows, and that's going to really upset me.
All right, no bother. No even heard yours yet. Calm down. So, What We Do in the Shadows is a mockumentary that follows everyday lives of three vampires living in a modern flat in New Zealand.
And they fight the werewolves. We're werewolves, not swearwolves.
Yes. The film presented a documentary shows the vampires, Viago, Vladislav, and Deacon dealing with everyday problems, plus, as you've said, werewolves. Dog Soldiers won it for me, by the way.
Fuck off.
And other stupid shit like try to get in nightclubs.
It's so good. It's so good. And then the wee Nosferatu one that stays in the basement of that is so good.
So, box office, I'm so upset. Box office 7.3 million. Metacritic score 76. The biggest actor, Taika Waititi.
Absolutely.
And the best death is, as you said, Nosferatu Peter, Death by Sunlight.
Love it.
And also has spawned one of our favourite TV shows ever.
Oh, honestly, I could watch What We Do in the Shadows all day, every day. Like, so fucking funny. And, like, the amount of quotes that have, like, made it into our day just from that TV show. Like, you do a really good Colin Robinson. Hello.
Hello.
And the amount of people I refer to in life as Colin Robinsons. Yeah. Colleen Robinson.
So, I'm scared of what you've picked, but I think...
Babe.
I don't think you'll beat me in Legacy.
Babe.
What have you picked?
I've fucking got you done. I think we just need to hand me the belt, right? My wild card, it's just a wee film, just a wee one. Scary Movie. Have you heard of it? Scary Movie. I'll give you a plot summary if you've not heard of it. It is the parody horror movie, mainly mocking Scream, but did pretty much all of the big horror movies at the time. This was an absolute staple of the early 2000s. Every teenager was watching it. Everybody was quoting it. Looking back on it now, it's really, really not aged well, but listen, we weren't politically correct in the 2000s. And basically went on to spawn 5 other sequels, now 6. Scary Movie 6 is coming out this year or next year at some point. And basically popularized the whole genre of parody movies in the 2000s. Like, do you remember we had like Date Movie?
Yeah.
There was like Vampires Suck, the Twilight parody. Now, they were all shite, but Scary Movie is the original and the funniest one. Box office, we've got 278,019,771. Metacritic score of 48. Biggest actor. Now, again, I'm kind of on the same Jennifer's Body wavelength with this, because if we're going, I mean, both kind of count for 2000s, but if we're going 2000s, it's got to be Anna Faris, because she bounced. But if we're going overall, maybe even just including the 2000s, I'm going to go Marlon Wayans, because obviously he was in like fucking White Chicks, and also has just been in that movie Him, that I don't actually know if it's any good, but I've just seen his face. Best death, I'm going to say the Rose McGowan parody one in the locker room, where like he's like fully like stabbing her and she's like breaking her own leg and all that, and then he cuts off her head and she's like, oh no, now I'm dead, what are you going to do now? So, you know, fight me on why I've not just absolutely fucking trounced you and taken the fucking one.
Have you noticed why I've not been saying it?
Because you're Googling like fucking mad to find a reason to fight me.
It came out in 1999.
No, it didn't. No,
yeah,
it didn't.
I'm only kidding.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was about to go off my fucking nuts. You fucking arsehole.
Right, we'll do the categories, right?
Right.
Box office, you've won.
Yep.
Metacritic score, I've won.
Yep.
Biggest actor, who are you going with?
I'm going to go with Anna Faris.
Would you say she's bigger than Taika Waititi?
No. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Right. I'll even give you at a pomp during these, was she bigger than Taika Waititi?
Are we going Taika Waititi now he's directing really shit Avengers movies? Or are we going Taika Waititi when he married Rita Ora? Or are we just going Taika Waititi on What We Do in the Shadows?
It's the same if we're doing Anna Faris. She's only been in one franchise.
Okay, I'll give you Taika Waititi. I think My Best Death's won. And also, can I sprinkle a little more argument on why I've beat you?
Yeah.
So many people confuse what they've seen in Scary Movie, any of the Scary Movies, for what the actual horror movie was. So I saw a Scary Movie before I saw Scream, and that fucked Scream for me immediately. Do you know what I mean? But also, people have said that about The Ring, The Grudge, obviously. The bit in Scary Movie in the locker room where he gets the Polaroid picture, that's Ryan Phillippe in I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, if you were not of the age to watch the classic late 90s, early 2000s horror movies, somebody gave you a Barra's edition of Scary Movie to watch, which then fucked how you saw the 90s scary movies, literally scary movies, for the rest of time. Because that's how I watch Scary Movies. Somebody gave me a Barra's copy of it. So what's that?
Legacy.
What's that? The fact that there's... Now, listen, I'ma give you What We Do in the Shadows TV show. That is the greatest thing ever. And I have seen that show so many times and will laugh every time I watch it. But we've got 5 scary movies. Now, to be fair, they really got shit after 3. But the fact that there is demand for a 6th one, the fact that the people still want it, yes, it is. They're not going to make a 6th one if there's no demand. I am worried about the 6th one because if you go back and watch the scary movies, they are not aging well at all. Like, they are so of the time, not PC. Half the patter you're seeing in that, you would never get away with now. So I'm kind of worried about Scream 6 on what they're going to do with it because I don't know how they would do it.
I don't know how you can make it.
Yeah, without offending fucking everyone. Do you know what I mean? But David Howard Thornton is going to be in it. Terrifier confirmed is going to be in Scary Movie 6.
My only thing for it is the Wayne brothers that have got it back.
Absolutely.
So, fucking hell. I would argue there's 2 good scary movies.
1 and 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are, like, I say they're good. They're good for what they are.
Yeah. They're so funny. They're still funny.
I'm going to argue this.
Okay.
There's a good movie and 6 seasons of a good show.
Yeah. No, listen. And listen, though. Listen.
I
would give you it if TV shows mattered and 10 out of 10 would watch again when we're doing a movie versus episode. But TV shows aren't coming into it right now. We're focusing on the movies. Oh no, you want to talk about mothers?
We're talking about the legacy.
Oh no.
We're talking about the legacy
okay,
here.
Okay. Whatever you need.
What has lasted better? The legacy of What We Do in the Shadows or the legacy of Scary Movie?
I will give you the legacy of What We Do in the Shadows because Scary Movie hasn't aged well. This still does not mean that you've won. Hand me the fucking belt and be...
I can't.
No. Hand me the belt and be a good winner about it. Because I was so nice. If anyone listens back to the old versus episode, I was so polite when you won on Dog Soldiers, right? Like, I did not go off my nut at all. So you just think, hand me the belt, be a gentleman about it, and I'll see you again in the 3rd one.
Anything that has Charlie Sheen making sex jokes with hot dogs, I can't. It is so lowbrow. I am the auteur era here, right? I am in the elevated horror era here.
This is the thing though. This is the thing that we were struggling with when we were talking about this. It is 2 completely different types of movies. Do you know what I mean? Like 2010's is more socially aware and more adept to what everyone is saying at all times and what the political climate is, yada yada. The 2000s were for college bros and popcorn movies and really un-PC patter. Again, Ross, I said it 5 minutes ago. Hand me the belt, be a gentleman about it, and we'll sort this out in the 3rd one.
I can't lose the Scary Movie. I refuse. You win.
Yes! Champion!
Although...
No.
There is a fucking asterisk.
No.
Yes, there is.
There's no. I didn't give you an asterisk over Dog Soldiers.
Yes, you fucking have every day of my bastard life since. End of the day, I fucking Dog Soldiers. Fuck off. You have.
That is true. That is so true.
So, don't give me that push.
Okay.
You have 2 asterisks to your name.
Okay. Wait, 2?
American Psycho's not a slasher. It's not. It's just not, right? It's not, right? And Scary Movie is not better than fucking What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay, we'll leave it to Instagram to decide. But again, pass the belt.
Here, you win.
Champion, champion. So you've won one versus week. I've won one versus week. We'll see how we do in the third one. So as champion, I would like to end the episode by saying thank you so much to the early 2000s, because for all you were shite, you gave us some solid gems that then punted us in to further years of great horror. Thank you, early 2000s.
I'm not releasing an edit in this episode. This will not be released. You cannot tell me that the 2000s slop that we got is better than some of the fucking 2010 horrors we have seen. You cannot tell me. I fucking refuse.
Oh my god, guys. Can you hear the bitterness in his voice? Look at
guys, I am fucking bitter.
He's fucking raging.
I'm salty. 2010's has had some of the greatest horror movies ever made. I cannot lose when I had Hereditary in my team. You can't lose.
Listen, it's a bastard when American Psycho trumps you every time. Anyway, guys, we'll see you next week. In November, we're going back to an episode every 2 weeks. And then we'll kind of suss off you guys if you want us to do 4 weeks of Christmas movies in December, or if you're just happy with the 2. Anyway, as champion, see you next week, guys. Bye!
Can't believe it. Can't believe it. How did I lose that? What's happening here?